If you use an Apple mobile device with an Apple computer to sync with iTunes, you're going to have a good time. For that ecosystem, iTunes is designed to be plug and play, sharing your music to whichever thing you have. That's all very convenient, but what if you have devices that aren't made by Apple? Now for this video, we're going to be using a GS3 running Jelly Bean 4.3, because that's my phone. But we are going to have something to compare it to, and I've also got an iPod Classic. Ah, the classic iPod. It's simple, like the first 10 meals you cooked for yourself in your apartment. Unlike your apartment, the classic iPod has quite a lot of storage, 150 gigabytes. Now that's way more than any phone, but this doesn't have anything crazy that you kids have come to expect like a touchscreen. Now this Samsung Galaxy S3, it's a pretty typical Android phone. The only outstanding quality is that it's not really outstanding in any way. It does everything reasonably well and accepts a 64 gig micro SD card, so you can fit a decently large music collection. That's kind of the point of this, no? There are one or two problems, however. If you just plug the phone into the computer, you'll discover that non-Apple devices aren't supported. Now there are a few ways of doing this. First is the blunt but time-consuming method. Plug in your Droid and copy your music folder over. I used a free program called Android File Transfer for this, and whatever music player app you have on your phone should do the job playing everything just fine. You can also use a third-party sync app. I'm using Double Twist, which allows you to sync playlists, albums, or single tracks if you're a masochist. Here you'll run into a problem with the Galaxy line. The 4.3 update eliminates the phone's ability to be seen as USB mass storage, like an iPod is. Which means you can't sync with iTunes so easily anymore. Not all Droids run into this issue, but if yours does, there is another option. AirSync. You use Double Twist for this as well, but instead of a physical connection, your music will be transferred via wireless witchcraft to your phone. But it costs $5 to download. So just because you don't use all the Apple products, doesn't mean you can't visit the club for music. A little bit of work will let you mix and match pretty easily.